Welcome to Bracket Bashers. Welcome to Bracket Bashers, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble host this week, Freddie Fisher, and this is...
I am Josh from the We Love Wrestling podcast. I hit it like a DJ that time. We ready to have some fun, and this is...
I am Kevin from the Mod Squad Network and back to the Retro Review. And this is
your boy Q, everybody. You already know it was coming. I'm the energy, the liveliness, the reason why you tune in. And I don't really think he's a doctor. But
you know what? I don't
Dr.
believe you ever went to any recognized medical school. That's right, guys. I am Brian from the DailyDank.com or Dr. Dank, here to answer all your medical questions. And next to me is the one, the only, the fabulous
mouthy bastard for you all. I am here to rock it out, have a great time, ruin Q's day per usual. So we're here to rock it out. We are, and all my friends up there, we're the reason why over Q. We want the
so
stuff.
you're here to ruin my day. So was it you?
No, you fuck you.
That's an inside between Jamie and I.
Yes, but yes, we're here to ruin everybody's day, and we're here to talk about some fun stuff again. So I'm down for it. Let's go.
All right, well, in order, as I go ahead and change the screen, it's going to be myself, Jamie, Q, Brian, I put Brian on there twice. Why did I put Brian on there twice? It's not Brian. Josh.
Because Brian's that damn bro.
I know.
You just,
all right, it's
Brian.
Brian.
And then you smell it. You write it twice.
Brian, Kevin, Josh. There it is. All right, I'm not. There are 6 people on the screen, 6 sections on the screen today, which means, yes, I am not voting today, which means we have a couple rules and regulations stuff going on. Number 1 is the lifeline situation, and that is pass the parcel. Again, 6 people on the screen today, which means up to and including the quarterfinal round, if you do not want to vote for any reason, you can pass the parcel to me, but make sure that's only one time per show. Other than that is also a one time per show, and that is steal a vote up into the quarterfinal round. You can steal somebody's vote. This is Q's birthday gift to the bastards, but they have not been able to vote yet. I mean, if they blew their load, their vote is still active, which actually brings up the third and final part to this, the lifeline to this, is the blown of load. We vote round robin style on here as always. So if you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load. That means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you are no longer going last. They are going directly before them, and so on and so forth. You guys ready to start this?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
All right. As we said last week, we did the 2000s comedy bracket. Side A, Zombieland, took the final bid in that one, which means Zombieland moves into the position to win the entire thing. Whoever wins this gets to face Zombieland in the finals. What is it, Q?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask this for a good minute. What the fuck's a parcel? Is it like a paper?
It's a gift. It's a box.
Oh, it's like a package.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Blu-ray reference.
So it could be
UPS,
paper.
yeah. United Parcel Service.
Yes. Exactly, Q.
Nakaya
I
said
thought it was postal service.
All right, Kaya might.
Why is it
might
really
be
parcel?
I think it is actually.
You're not fucking with me, right? I am way too up there to be fucked with right now.
All right. So when Kaya gets in here, he's gonna be right after Q. But that's where we're at right now. Maybe we can get him in before this entire thing starts. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, is it Role Models or Beer Fest?
Oh, fuck you right away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right
I'm
away.
gonna go Beer Fest. Beer Fest just felt like that to me. Just a little more giggly worth. I'll do it.
Beer Fest gets a nod off of that one, Q.
All right, so role models is like where they're LARPing, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Am I the only nerd that thinks that would be fun?
No,
It
I
is
think it'd be
fun.
great
I do
too.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
I do it.
glad. I'm glad we're all on the same nerdy level there. Anyhow, I'm just for that. Actually, I'm gonna go role models. Fuck it, let's go. That's what I am.
I
Don't
mean,
look at my daughter.
Ren fairs are a thing, Q. It's one of the best summer functions you can
Yes,
actually do.
I know LARPing's an actual thing. Yes, I'm not. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna keep going.
Brian, role models, Beer Fest.
You know, I got to go with role models. There was a time I was in a horrible car accident a long time ago, and I was stuck in bed, and I had one of those black boxes back in the day where you could pick off the Dish Network signal, and so you could watch pay-per-view all day, but it would just loop. So every time I would take a Vicodin, I would fall asleep on a certain part of role models, and then I would wake up, and it would be like almost that same spot, and I'd watch the next part, and I'd take another Vicodin, I'd fall asleep and wake up and just watch the whole thing. So me and role models got to know each other very well during that time, and I gotta say, role models.
Role models gets a vote. Kaya he's having issues this morning. He's gonna
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that comment was fucking great.
yeah. For all you wrestling fans out there, it'll be a little bit, but unfortunately, I had a Papa Shango, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, and Sid Justice effect where I completely missed my cue.
That's so good. All right, sorry. I'm a nerd.
That was a
Kevin.
great reference, by
Yeah, I
the
know,
way.
I know, that was a
Pulling
multiple
that,
reference.
wow.
Fantastic reference is what it is.
you're gonna have to fill me in later on that one.
They're just very famous for missing certain moments where they had to come
Right.
out and then it fucked everything up because they didn't come out on time.
Shockmaster.
Yeah, the entire Shockmaster type situation. Kevin, is it Beer Fest or role models?
Before I give my answer, I meant to do this in the opening part. Is at time of recording, tomorrow is Veterans Day, so I do want to thank all the veterans out there who have served this country for sure. And in saying that, I want to go Beer Fest. I'm going with the red, white, and blue lights. Got my patriotic microphone.
Beer, fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh,
America. Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
which means it is a tie-breaking decision. And Josh makes that one. Is it Beer Fest or role models?
Well, see, Q brought this up. He said he thinks it would be fun to LARP. Well, I haven't done it for a while, but I do LARP, and it is incredibly fun. And
You also
when
tried
I
to be
ask
in
people
here.
if they know what LARPing is, if they say no, I say, "Have you ever seen Role Models?" And they say yes, and I go, "That." And it's not only one of my favorite movies, it's also very helpful to me. So I had to go Role Models on this one. No slight to Beer Fest, great movie.
Your best was very good.
Friend, great
You're the
movie.
man. Death Cup.
Frankly, anyways,
Role models gets a vote and the win off of that one. I always tell people when they talk about LARPing and it's so weird and everything else. I'm like, what do you think Civil War live reenactments are,
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's a real.
or Ren fairs are, or pretty much
And-
anything else you do to celebrate your history is? It's a live action role
Yeah.
playing.
And I will say
Renaissance.
the group that I do it with, we don't do like magic or it's like full contact medieval combat with foam weapons. It's sick. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
Q starts us off
Yeah.
on this one.
Oh, sorry.
Is it old school or sex drive?
Oh, Sex Drive.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna vote on school, but you got Sex Drive in there, and that is fucking great. You know, I got something yummy for your little girl. I'd have punched that motherfucker too. Not knowing that there was a big black dildo in front of him, but that's still funny as hell.
I have a friend of mine down in Florida has that entire donut guy as a tattoo on his thigh.
That's fucking awesome.
Brian, sex drive, old school.
Fuck you, Freddie. That's something I don't say very often. Man, two classics here. Could you make either of these now? That's the question.
Bro, just remember the whole glory hole scene. That's all you gotta remember.
Yeah, but you know what? We're talking Frank the Tank, man.
Right,
Come
but then
on, Frank.
when he walks out, did I hear screaming in there? I don't want to talk about it ever.
Frank the Tank
Everybody could agree with
getting
that.
it to the jugular and freaking, oh man, you crazy. I'm gonna have to go old school, man. I don't know if it's gonna get much love, but I'm gonna go old school.
Old school gets a nod, Kevin. Old school sex drive.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with Brian on this one. Old school.
Nice.
You're old school.
I am old school.
We
I'm probably the
are.
oldest person on here. Yeah.
Josh, old school sex drive.
I've previously professed my love for Will Ferrell, and it doesn't end here. I have to go old school.
Ooh.
Also, I don't remember if I've seen Sex Drive.
Oh God.
So,
It's
Now I
a what?
gotta
It's a
watch
Seth
it.
Green movie, I think.
oh shit!
If I remember
That's
right.
Definitely
Yeah.
watch it then.
It's about a 9-hour
Oh,
car
that's
ride
right.
that takes about I don't know 2 days.
Okay, so
Yeah.
every '90s movie, every 2000s movie, got it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
If
Porky's, American Pie. It's all of them
That's
mashed into a car.
Yeah. That's not.
If I
a
remember
diss.
right-
they're all hilarious normally, but
if I remember right, Seth Green plays an Amish guy.
He does.
He does.
He's a sarcastic. He's the most sarcastic
Yeah.
asshole ever. Yeah, we're good.
in that case, I've seen clips of it, and it is very funny. You're right.
It's fucking hilarious. Sex drive would have gotten my vote, by the way. Jamie, is it sex drive or old school?
I'm gonna go old school.
Wow,
Yeah, wow.
damn near a blowout. How do you
Vince
feel?
Old school
Vaughn
moves.
is great in that too. You know it.
James,
Old
it's
school.
that old school mentality that caused an unfortunate event in my life, and now you're voting for it. Starting to look a little sussy.
Dude, I'm gonna beat you up. Boy, I know where you live. Oh my god. Terrible.
Moving right along.
Brian starts us off on this one. Brian, is it Zoolander or Team America World Police?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Two great
America.
for two completely different reasons. You know what I mean? Like, just
Well, we
for
already
the
know.
reason that when I was about 15, 16, I used to love to stay up to like 4 in the morning and watch like Thunderbirds and those type of shows on Sci-Fi Channel super late at night. So I'm gonna have to go Team America just because I remember when I saw it, I was just took back instantly to those late nights, getting high, doing the thing, and what is this crazy show? So definitely Team America.
Fuck yeah.
We already know what Kevin's voting for.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin.
I've already quoted the movie, so didn't even know it was going to be in the bracket. So,
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm Team America.
Microphone is definitely Team America or Gladiators, old school Gladiator show.
Oh, it's
You
Yeah,
know,
I was
Team
thinking that too
America.
earlier.
As a wrestling fan, it reminds me of AWA.
Yeah, or it reminds me of some of the factions going on right now.
It's my Kurt Angle microphone,
yeah, there you go.
but he's literally right down the road from me right now, like 30 minutes away,
No,
Oh,
doing
shit.
an
We
autograph
could
signing.
go there
Yeah.
right now. Go get it. Get that microphone signed.
And
I mean, he is a good meet and
bring your
greet.
phone
He's-
and go live and get him on the show.
Yes. Make sure he's perked up so we can have perk. Nope. Never mind. What? Didn't say that out loud, did I?
If I'm not mistaken,
Josh.
it's him and the whole Team America had Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin's there as well.
yeah, you know
Oh,
what I saw
Shelton
that
Benjamin was somebody I would love
advertised,
to- Dude, Shelton Benjamin would be a person I would love to meet.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
now.
Shelton.
He's a freaking trader and went to like AEW, but
Nah, WWE's never used him correctly.
He's
I
a
don't like-
great
I don't
guy.
like
I
him
met
very
him
much.
earlier this year. Sorry.
Shelton?
all right.
Yo, what
I
up, big
would have
man?
killed to meet him.
What up, everybody?
Kaya has officially joined the show. He will be voting next turn. However, Josh, is it Team America or Zoolander?
Okay, I love Team America, and this isn't I know Will Ferrell's in the movie. This isn't for Will Ferrell. I quote Zoolander quite a bit, and I can't just let it go out. I know there's 2 votes for it, so I have to go Zoolander here. I love that movie. The gasoline fight is one of my favorite scenes in cinema.
Cinema.
Gets a
Fucking
nod.
ridiculous.
Just in
Jamie.
cinema, period.
Jamie, is it Team America or Zoolander?
Absolutely, Team America. I will never forget the awkwardness of watching that movie and laughing my ass off with my parents when that came out. We love those kind of movies in my family, so I have to do it. I have to.
That's fair.
Little puppet
And-
things are fucking creepy.
And Q finishes out the Team America, Zoolander.
Fuck it, I've never seen either one of these, and before it's off the board, I'm going to be the only one to do it. I'm passing the package parcel thingy over to Freddie.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
in a vote
Q
that does
is
not
going to be the
matter.
only one to pass the parcel. So Q is the only one who actually has the ability to complete everyththing this week.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't even
And
think
I was
about
the only
that.
one that didn't complete shit last week.
He was the only
I
one.
think we're all doomed there.
I'm gonna go for Team America. I've never liked the movie Zoolander anyway, but I think the fact that people still do the entire America, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
type thing
I
is
can't-
still
Yeah.
this is 20 years ago, and you still have people do that randomly, and then
Yeah.
they'll say
Only
it
in our age group.
mid
You say that to
sentence.
somebody else, like somebody younger, they'll be like, "You're fucking retarded. What are you talking?"
Well, I mean that's not too terribly far off the point, but Team America moves on 4-1 to the next round. Kevin starts us off. By the way, Kaya and myself will be voting from here on out. Kevin does start us off on this one though. Is it Dodgeball or Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, it's dodgeball
Oh.
all the way. Yeah.
It is.
I know what I'm.
Dodgeball gets a nod.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Rest in peace, Rip Torn on that one. Josh.
He was so good in that role.
Speaking of resting in peace, by the way, Tony Todd this week,
Yeah.
Candyman actor.
yesterday,
Yeah.
type thing, dude. That
Who?
fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Tony Todd.
Voice of Venom, and I think he was in Candyman.
Voice
I,
of
thought,
Zoom.
I fucking thought you said Tony Hawk.
I
was
did.
like,
I thought he
what?
did too. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care
Like-
about Tony Hawk, dude. I care about Tony Todd.
Oh,
I mean, shit.
man.
But he did die at a very, very nice age. Right, the ripe old age of 69.
Okay, so it was who are my choices again?
Is Dodgeball or Napoleon Dynamite?
Okay, so Napoleon Dynamite is like infinitely quotable. I quote Napoleon Dynamite all the time. Having said that, Dodgeball is clearly the better movie. The whole point of Napoleon Dynamite is it was a bad movie on purpose. So I got to give it to Dodgeball.
Dodgeball gets my vote as well because one, Napoleon Dynamite is just one of the worst movies of all time. Period.
Call
We-
Freddie.
We had it on the overrated movies bracket not too terribly long ago.
Yeah.
It went pretty far.
It went farther than I thought it would have, but I'm glad it went that far because it was just not worth what it was.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad that they made that much money off of the budget that they had. However, it's just beyond stupid. Dodgeball, like that. I'm waiting for them to come out with a second one. I really am because that movie deserves a trilogy type thing, and I really
Steve
think
is
they could
such
do
an
it.
Underrated character.
Uh,
Oh man,
3
So
up
good.
currently. Dodgeball. Jamie, is it Dodgeball or Napoleon Dynamite?
I was never a fan of Dodgeball. I'll be fully honest on that. So Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow, fair
It's a
enough.
vote. Voids a sweep. Q. Dodgeball. Napoleon Dynamite.
Vote for Dodgeball.
Gets the win. Kaya.
It's easily Dodgeball. I like the quote that Kevin said. You can dodge a wrench, dodge a ball. Oh, that was funny. And then the whole 5 things, the duck dive, that whole
Dodge
thing,
di-
great. Vince
I haven't
Vaughn
done
and
it.
Ben Stiller actually had pretty decent chemistry, and you never would have think that those two would actually probably would work in a role like that, but they did. Also, Napoleon Dynamite is pretty overrated. That's why it went pretty far in the overrated bracket.
That's fair.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
Where's your killer instinct, son?
Brian, finish this out. Is it Napoleon Dynamite, Dodgeball?
You gotta go dodgeball because when the hell did Napoleon Dynamite was supposed to be set in? I thought like the 80s, but then they had the internet, and you're like, what's going on in this weird little time warp town? So it's got to be dodgeball all the way.
Bro, they were like in a second world country. Give them a break, all right?
You're just jealous of been chatting with hot ladies online all day.
They got skills. Dodgeball moves on 6-1 to the next round. Josh starts us off on this one. Is it Van Wilder, the first one, or Clerks 2?
Oh fuck no. Clerks 2 all the way. Kevin Smith. Now if it was Clerks 1, I'm a little bit people get on me for this. I don't think Clerks 1 is good.
I don't either. I don't think Clerks 3 is that good either.
Clerks 3 was great only because of like it was emotional and stuff. But as far as a comedy, Clerks 2 is like amazing.
So if you hated the first one, why'd you go watch the second one?
I watched the second one first. I was like,
Okay,
all
fair enough.
right, well, then I got to go back and watch the first one. I watched it. I'm like, this is fucking terrible.
It was really, really low budget, but it was actually kind of
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna go with Van
I'm
Wilder
sorry.
on this one,
Like-
dude. Ryan Reynolds. This is, I mean, it wasn't Ryan Reynolds' breakthrough, but it was one of his first movies that I can remember Ryan Reynolds in, and it started a franchise. Pretty much every movie in that franchise is gold as well. I might actually, well, all of the entire trilogy bracket, which we're doing next week for our 30th anniversary, is full. But that was a trilogy that between Van Wilder, The Rise of Taj, and Van Wilder freshman year, those three, just gold across the board. Van Wilder gets my vote. Jamie, Van Wilder, Clerks 2.
Van Wilder. I mean,
Oh,
just great movies.
Gets another one. Q. Van Wilder, Clerks 2.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, just for a fun fact, everybody, I've officially seen all of Deadpool 1 and 2. I didn't like the second one. It was trash. Second one, it was garbage.
Say Deadpool and Wolverine comes out on Disney Plus like next week.
Yeah, I know. Deadpool.
Right?
did you say they're trash?
No, the second one's trash.
Oh,
The
In
second one,
compar-
I did not like
In comparison to the first one, yeah, it is.
the first one is better, but I still think the second one's pretty fucking good.
I don't think it's trash, but it's
No.
I mean, what the fuck? He signs his name. He signs his actual name on like a fucking box of cereal and fucking something else and shit. It's like, motherfucker. Like, that's some shit I would do just for fun.
Well, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, it was just,
Right? He just happened to use Ryan Reynolds or something.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds acts. I think Ryan Reynolds is just Ryan Reynolds in every movie that he's in.
So I saw an interview with him once that said he's actually very introverted.
Yeah.
And so when he does interviews, ever since doing Deadpool, when he does interviews, he just goes into the Deadpool character. So that's
So he's an
kinda
asshole? He's a
interesting.
condescending asshole?
Yeah, kind of.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Hugh Van Wilder, Clerks 2
Oh, Van Wilder.
gets another one. Kaya,
I haven't seen either one of them, but just by looking at the casting, Van Wilder.
fucking Tara Reid when she was still hot.
Oh shit! I forgot about Tara Reid. That was a good point.
Still hot. What do you
Brian.
mean when she was still hot?
She's gone through some serious shit. Brian, is it Van Wilder or Clerks 2?
You gotta go Clerks too. Clerks 1, you guys are saying it is low budget. It's that time and that place. If you were there, it's when indie filmmaking was just starting to bubble, when a guy could go out and rent some gear and actually make a movie. That's the beginning of all that. You're Robert Rodriguez. So, it doesn't hold up in time. Chasing Amy is one of my favorite movies. It's actually the movie that made me want to become a filmmaker. And I tried to rewatch it, and it's just almost freaking, But you got to think about that time, that place, and what it meant to the industry and how many doors it opened for all indie filmmaking. People thought they could go to Sundance because he won Sundance, and now that's the dream of every indie filmmaker. So you got to think about the ripple effects it had. And for that reason, I'm a huge Kevin Smith mark, so I'm going to go Clerks 2.
All right, Kevin, finish this out. Is it Clerks 2 or Van Wilder?
Yeah, after working in an office, Clerks 2 just hits different. So yeah, Clerks. Anything Clerks.
And
4 to
working
3.
retail. After working retail, you're like, Clerks is fucking incredible.
Dr. Dank, that was a really long rant for a shitty pick.
Oh, dang.
Van Wilder moves on 4 to 3 to the next round. I start this one off, and we have Harold and Kumar go to White Castle or Scary Movie.
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
Freddie.
Freddie. I didn't have Freddie. Fuck you, Freddie. Damn it.
This is more of an anti-scary movie vote for me, but I'm gonna go with White Castle, just because it's a good movie. It's White Castle is a good movie. But this is more of an anti-scary movie vote. I'm just not a fan of them. I'm not sorry, but whatever. Jamie, is it Scary Movie or Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
I've really got irritated at times, I guess, with Harold and Kumar and the White Castle bullshit. And I'm really irritated that those fucking sandwiches aren't any better than I thought they were going to be.
No, they're really
Yeah, they're not. They're not good at all.
Mm-mm.
Not even going to vote that. I mean, Scary Movie, the franchise in general, was fun to watch them in line with when Scream was coming out, and then Scream's coming out more over the years, and now Scary Movie's doing their thing again. So I'm down for it. I'm a Ghostface fan, and I like the satire, so we're doing it. Scary Movie, please.
I'm not looking forward to the new Scary Movie type stuff because I think it's kind of the history. What is it? History of the World effect. Because the original History of the World movie was fucking fantastic, but then they try to do it nowadays, and they can't because people get so offended about everything. So, the new Scary movie setup, I think they're going to be so collared by what you can't say that they can't really do anything.
I really hope they actually just break the boundaries and do what they need to do. Fuck
just
everybody.
offend everybody.
Their feelings. It's a movie.
Yeah, if you offend
I know.
everybody.
Entertainment.
I mean, what would be the difference between that and a actual stand-up comedic or something like that? He's literally dropping racist jokes all the time. No one says shit to him. So why would a movie be any different? It's a fucking comedy movie. You go to a comedy show. What the fuck's the difference?
The thing is, though, is that comedians get shit all the time for what they say.
They do.
Well, right, but they just roll with it and make jokes. Fuck it. Who cares?
He is trying to conform to the crowds. I get that. But, the way he is for a stand-up comedian, he's better in the movies. So Scary Movie better be as offensive as it was back then. Or I'm gonna start not going to the comedy shows because Marlon Wayans isn't even that funny in person. There, I said it. Boom.
So we're gonna leave it on that. Q, is it White Castle or Scary Movie?
Was it in White Castle or was it in one of the Scary Movies where it's grab strong, or is it in both? They made fun of it in both.
That was a Scary Movie. That was Scary Movie 2.
Scary Movie?
That was two.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't that actually in fucking one of the movies? That was in some movie somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they've made fun of Scary Movie in multiple movies. So
So have you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, no, I'm going to fuck it. No, scary movie. Yeah, let's go.
Gets a nod. Kaya, scary movie, White Castle.
And Kumar, go to White Castle. White Castle is pretty buns, but as far as like if you're on a road trip and let's say that like you're really hungry because you haven't ate for hours, at that point it's the best you got, and it's not bad then. But if you had other options open, yeah, not Harold and Kumar. White Castle is buns compared to other places. But yeah, Harold and Kumar, go to White Castle.
White Castle is really good if you need to shit but you can't.
That too.
Which is why I always tell people, like, when I worked at Walmart, but they can't really take the laxative type stuff, the medically laxative, because it fucks them up too much. Go to the frozen food section and get some of those White Castle burgers, and it'll have the same effect, but to a lesser extent. So White Castle gets that nod. It's a tie game. Brian, is it White Castle a scary movie?
You know, I'm a movie snob, I'll admit it, and especially as a filmmaker who loves to write, loves to come up with original concepts and original ideas. And I'll say it, and people will hate me for it. I think the Wayans brothers are hacks that have no talent, and they have to rely on other people's scripts to make fun of them just so they can profit from it. I think they have no talent. I think they're hacks. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Harold and Kumar.
It would have been so fucking funny if you went on that rant and then
For that reason, scary movie.
I was hoping so much, but I get it.
No, that's something that Q would do, and have done actually multiple times in the past. Kevin, scary movie, White Castle.
Dr. Dank makes an excellent point for sure, but I'm going scary movie.
Which means it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to Josh. Josh, scary movie, White Castle.
After that great and legitimately that you kind of swayed me there. Having said that, it's more of a nostalgia pick than anything. I watched the shit out of the scary movies. The first one, all four. There was 4, right? So far.
Yeah,
I watched.
I think there's 5.
For that, I'm gonna have to pick scary movie. But great point, and at this point now, I kind of hope it gets knocked out in the next round. But you know,
it's got a strong possibility to get knocked out in the next round. 'Cause both of those movies are fucking fantastic. Jamie starts us off on this one. Jamie, is it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Ooh.
Or School of Rock?
Oh, Hitchhikers.
That vote honestly did surprise me. Q, is it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or School of Rock?
It honestly surprised me too. I thought for sure she was going School of Rock with that. I thought she was, just going. I thought she was like, making something up in her head to go rant on about and be mouthy about, but apparently not. She was shifted up to fuck this. I'm gonna go School of Rock.
Get to nod, Kaya.
School of Rock. I think that's the only one I've seen between the two.
Brian.
This is a personal thing. I don't get English humor. I think it's really dry.
Yeah, it is. So
yeah. So it's not for me.
That's what I like about it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different for everyone.
Comedy.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. My sense of humor doesn't get it, so I got to go School of Rock. Even though Jack Black is over the top, it's like there's no middle ground between those two choices there. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to see his new Christmas movie coming out, though.
I just saw the trailer for that. Yeah,
it's called Dear Santa, which is another Christmas movie that I absolutely love, but it's completely different. But apparently, for people who haven't seen this entire the trailer for it, the kid writes to Santa, but apparently he can't spell, so he writes Dear Satan on it.
Yeah, I've seen the commercial. It looks fucking great, honestly.
Jack Black plays Satan. Oh my goodness! I can't wait to watch this fucking movie. It looks fantastic. It really does.
Red one looks fun too. We'll see.
Yeah, it does.
No, it has.
I do want to see Red One. Looks good.
I know The Rock is just playing The Rock, but he's you know,
older bitch ass. Get it correct.
You still got to sell the script, bro. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Of course, he's got to
all
read
right.
the script. He's got to write it on his arm.
Yeah.
They keep paying.
As long as
him,
you remember,
he
it doesn't
keeps
matter,
going up,
bro.
so, you know?
Kevin, School of Rock, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I have actually never seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I got to go School of Rock.
Oh, you disappoint me there, sir.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I need to go ahead and watch it.
It's a good movie. It's a good book. It's a fantastic fucking book. The movie's almost par to it, but it's really good.
Kevin, do you get that more from men or from women?
Yes.
Josh, I'm not touching that one. Josh, is it School of Rock or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I don't think I've ever seen the entire movie of Hitchhiker's Guide either. And I loved School of Rock. So I'm unfortunately going to have to go School of Rock. Sorry, Freddie. I can tell you're...
No, it's all right. It's not something I would have stolen a vote on, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm like Kevin. I'm a huge fan of British humor. A lot of the jokes that I tell on here, people don't get till about 4 or 5 seconds later, and it just dawns on them. That's what British humor is. It's not completely stupid humor. It's stuff that it's so dry that you don't know when to laugh, but you're sitting there, whatever. British humor doesn't have a lot of laugh tracks to it too, which one thing that American shows have, like Friends, for instance. A lot of people think Friends is really good and everything else. If you take the laugh tracks from the show Friends, it's a horrible fucking show. It really is. And all those people who are on these laugh tracks are dead.
It would be a good British show.
It'd be an excellent British show, but it's a terrible American show. School of Rock moves on 5-2 to the next round. Q starts us off and finishes out the first half of round one. Is it Step Brothers or Elf?
Oh, Step Brothers. I mean, I'm saying I have to vote for Will Ferrell either way here.
I feel sorry for Josh.
I'm definitely going Step Brothers just because, boats and hoes, man.
Boats and Hoes gets a vote off of that one. I mean, personally, I would have gone with Elf just for Zoe Deschanel, but that's me.
I do forget
Kaya.
about Zoe Deschanel.
I can't believe that
How can you forget about Zoe Deschanel?
I don't know. I do it every time. I
Damn.
forget she's in things and then remember. Like, oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, nice. Kaya, Step Brothers, Elf.
Hey, Josh, I don't mean to be an asshole here when I make this comment, but I can't believe I have to pick two movies between one of the most overrated actors of all time. But here I go.
Ooh.
Step Brothers, easily. I can't stand Elf. I think it's best if I don't continue what I was going to say, because we do have a super fan of Will Ferrell here.
Hey, I bet he's just happy that something of Will Ferrell is going to be moving on after this one. Brian, Step Brothers, Elf.
You know, they're both great. I'm gonna go Step Brothers. I almost went with Elf just because the season's coming, but you know what? Step Brothers is solid, man. That's a great movie. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, Labor Day, Arbor Day. You guys name it, you can watch it on that day. So I'm gonna go Step Brothers.
It's a fucking Catalina wine.
Hell yeah! How many times? I can't tell you how many times I've referenced that one just alone. The motherfucking Catalina wine mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, Step Brothers, Elf.
Oh, it's got to be Step Brothers, man. I mean, any time I went fishing and I got on my boat, as I'm driving to the spot, I'm singing "Boats and Hoes, Boats and Hoes."
Gets a vote, Josh.
Yeah. I mean, you say you feel sorry. Listen, Elf is great. It's like it's probably my favorite Christmas movie, right? Especially as far as like comedies go, my favorite Christmas comedy. Having said that, Step Brothers is so fucking good. So I got to go Step Brothers.
Gets another vote. I'm ruining the sweep. I'm going to go with Elf on this one. I'm not voting for Elf. I'm not voting for Step Brothers, I'm not voting for Will Ferrell whatsoever. I am voting for the absolute hot ass woman she is, and that is Zoe Deschanel. And she has a beautiful fucking voice and deserves to be heard a lot more. So Elf gets my vote. Jamie,
You're voting for the smoke show. Got it.
yes, I'm yes. Jamie, is it Step Brothers or Elf?
It's absolutely like, did we just become best friends? We're gonna go to the garage and do karate? Like, fuck yeah, absolutely. When they make their own bed, and I mean, the whole movie's awesome.
It has so much more room for activities.
No power tool.
And the fact that my boys always got along together and stuff like that, they could have easily done a lot of crap like these two did in the beginning, but I got blessed. So I have to say that in general, that movie's good any time of the year. Like Brian was saying, anytime. Veterans Day, like whatever, Ann Arbor Day. I mean, shit. National Girlfriend's Day, Steak and
Birthday
Blowjob
cake
Day.
day.
I'm thinking the same thing. Steak and blowjobs day. Could you
I'm gonna
imagine?
put my nuts on your fucking drum set.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
best
a
part.
collaboration
Why are you
between
so
Grandma's
sweaty?
Boy and
Oh.
Step Brothers?
That's the
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Ooh, yeah. I
That
like
pro-
that.
that prosthetic nutsack is that's the one prop in movie history that I. How funny would that be? To
Do you really want to finish that sentence there, Josh?
yeah, no, with that.
Wouldn't that be a
whip it
cool
out.
nutsack to walk around with, knowing
Yeah.
that it's drum sets?
I mean, personally, I'd much rather have the prosthetic from Boogie Nights, but that's me.
Uh,
I mean,
Why is Kevin look like he's staring up into space? He's like, huh?
he's like, I'm not touching this one at all. No pun intended. That is the first half of round one. We'll be right back right after this break. We have a thank you to review there, guys. Before I became a podcaster, I never thought all these requests for 5-star reviews actually mattered. Well, I was wrong. But being the podcast we are, we're not just being the bastards that we are, we're not just going to ask you to spend those valuable 3 seconds with nothing in return. Because to be honest, it's kind of rude. However, trade you for it. If you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on either YouTube or whatever your favorite podcatcher happens to be, along with a matchup you want us to vote on, we will not only shout you out on the show with a thank you, but we'll do your matchup live on air. It will be our thank you to review. Today's thank you to review comes from Max. Hey guys, I'm over here in Saudi Arabia and I love your show. I definitely gave you 5 stars on Podbean, but your live shows are kind of late for me to see live. But it's cool when I can. I'm moving to the States and I can watch it live there. My question this week is, if you could add a sex scene to any movie, what movie would it be? From a Maxwell Swanson from Saudi Arabia. I really want an age. Most people don't attach their age to these type things, but the way this is written, and I understand it's Saudi Arabia, so there's probably a speech difference in between there. But not knowing the age of this person, this question kind of makes me laugh. By the way, if you want to be part of the Thank You to Review crew, it is Bracket, BRACKET, the letters TY, the number 2 and R at yahoo.com to write us as well. Jamie, you are the only female on today's show.
Yeah.
Which, and you know how they say ladies first, so I'm gonna not go with you because you're definitely a lot of lady. However, Q, what movie would you like to add a sex scene to?
Go fuck yourself, Freddie. It's not my fault that I'm only like Jamie, okay? It's not my fucking fault.
So you're saying your answer is this podcast?
Yes.
Fuck you, Freddie. Got it.
Okay,
I don't
so
get paid enough for that.
like, are we talking like a nude sex scene, like where you see like boobies, or just like a sex scene like where you just know they're fucking?
It is completely up to you.
That doesn't fucking help me at all. Thanks.
I'm aware of that. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna pass this right now.
Usually, I give you some kind of restrictions, and this time I'm just not going to give you restrictions.
Right, and I don't know how to take this yet, so I got to process.
Lots of lube.
We're gonna move on to whoever, and we're gonna come back to it.
Kaya, if you could add a sex scene to any movie,
Damn
what
it.
movie would it be?
I was just gonna do what Q just said. I was like, this is gonna sound fucking wrong. Can you blow your load on these questions?
I mean, if you all pass, it's going to end up going to Q, back to Q anyway. So
It'd be like pass. Oh wait, we're back at Q again. Okay, Q,
Yeah,
you
let's
gotta-
fucking do it.
That was how about we all do that and still make Q?
Son of a- Like I was hoping you guys would at least banter around a little bit, so I had some time to think about this. But you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead. Let's go. Run it.
You know what? How about you do it in like a Pixar film? Because they already relate about it. But then in a way you do it to where they reference they had sex, but they do it in like a way to where a kid wouldn't understand that, oh wow, they just did that. Wow. But then us grown-ups, we'd all be like, oh wow, that actually happened. So maybe Ratatouille. I was also thinking DreamWorks Shrek. Be like, wow, I knew you could cook in the kitchen. Didn't know you could cook everywhere else. All right, let's go to the next person now.
Dr. Dank himself, Brian, is not on camera right now. We're gonna have to get to him in a second. Kevin, if you could add a sex scene to a movie, what movie would it be?
So when you asked this question, the one that immediately popped in my head, and I don't know if this says a lot about me or not, but Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
That says a lot.
Yep.
I think they actually did a movie about that, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, they have.
Oh.
It's Rule 34, dude. There's about everything. And at least
yeah.
one of those drawers were named fucking tripod.
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 I mean, it
Oh
is
my
what it
God.
is. That was literally the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Josh, do you have one for this?
Oh my! I'm still reeling from Ratatouille. I'm just imagining
I mean, I could have went that or Back to the Future. That would have been weird.
Ratatouille is so good. Oh my god!
That's great.
That's too funny. Okay. My first thought was, can I take one away from a movie? Because The Room, all of the sex scenes are the worst. They're so bad. Anyways, I don't know. I keep thinking Ratatouille. I think that might be my answer now because it's so fucking funny. Oh man, I can't think of another original answer. That's
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Josh time to think about that for a second. I was nice enough to give Q as well. I'm gonna go with the '90s Mummy movie
What?
because those are some of the. I want to see a love scene between the new queen and the old queen, because she kind of takes over her body type thing, or
I
is
could
supposed
see
to.
that, yeah.
So a sex scene between them two of the hottest people that I could realistically think of. So that's me. I mean, I'm just my personal choice. Jamie, if you could add a sex scene to any movie, what movie would it be?
I mean, I was kind of thinking about the movie Aladdin at first.
Why did you all go with Disney cartoons?
Because Jasmine, dude.
that's
I'm
a
just
good
saying.
choice.
Because
Yeah.
there's
That's
even
a good
reference of
choice.
love. You gotta
Yeah.
have extra love
But
in there.
but just
Oh.
really good
I'd like to be a friend in her.
awkward awkward.
Oh, I have my
sex
answer now.
and Dumb and Dumber. That was another movie I was thinking of. That was about it. I didn't get further than that in my head.
Crap. Q, are you ready?
Yeah, I got two actually now.
Shoot.
All right, so first one I'm thinking, Sex Drive. Why the fuck does it have a sex scene?
Yeah, no, that is true.
Like, I'd be okay seeing that blonde, or his best friend's titties. Either way, I'd be happy with that. You know, like either one. My second choice, Homeward Bound. God damn it!
I'm going to regret this question, but with who?
Oh my god! Oh, the porcupine and the one that he got stabbed. Yep.
Okay.
I can't remember the guy. I can't remember the dog's name.
I was sitting there because, like, there's Chance.
There you go.
Chance is the little boxer dude. The cat who was played by Sally Field. I can't remember the cat's name. And then there's the old dog, and I can't remember the old dog's name either. But like that's, I was sitting there thinking it's like the only two young ones would be the young dog and the young cat, and that would be interesting, to say the least. All right, Josh, it's back to you.
All
The
right.
last up.
At the last moment, I got my answer. I think a sex scene in the Barbie movie would have been really funny because they'd just be two plastic people bumping. They already did the whole "I don't have a vagina" thing, so I don't know how it would work, but it would have been very funny. And also, like,
I mean, she's going to save a lot when she becomes real. She's going to save a lot of money on personal hygiene stuff. So good for her.
true.
Maxwell Swanson from over in Saudi Arabia. That is one of the best questions that we've ever had on this show.
I'm still reeling.
Fucking Ratatouille.
That was
What the
a real
hell?
bummer. I did
What
want
the
to.
hell is wrong with you? Jesus.
Hey,
All right.
You should thank yourself on that one. You're the one on the last bracket one said that, oh, it's definitely a comedy. And then you brought up the situation.
Yeah. No. Just I have a little. Again, for everybody out there, if you want to, Maxwell, thank you for being part of the Thank You To review crew. If you want to be part of the crew as well, it is go ahead and email me at bracket TY2R. That is number 2, and that one that is a bracket Thank You To review at yahoo.com, and we will try to get you on as well. Welcome back for the second half of round 1, and it looks like Kaya starts us off on this one. Kaya, is it Mean Girls or Super Troopers?
You know what? Let's just go Super Troopers. I don't want to spend too much time between these two because I don't think I've really seen either one of them odd enough. Now it seems like on this bracket, there's like a lot of these I have not seen. What the fuck? I'm too young.
Come on, man.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Brian, Mean Girls, Super Troopers.
Super Troopers, cover that baby in gravy, you dirty old man.
Another meat and gravy. Baby, oh, buddy, old biscuit.
Kevin.
It's hands down Super Troopers. I love that movie.
Josh.
I went to school and got my degree in criminal justice to become a police officer, and the entire time I'm thinking of how fun it will be when I play the fucking jokes from Super Troopers. Now, granted, that part didn't work out, but I love Super Troopers. It's such a funny fucking movie.
Yeah, most
Super
law
Troopers.
enforcement guys, not great sense of humor. Not great
Yeah.
sense of humor.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Hey,
Why
meow.
can't you just do that meow?
Hey, meow.
I mean, you couldn't do it then, but can you do it meow?
Oh,
No, it
still
looks like
here.
a
I think Freddie's onto something.
I think we should all just take a syrup shot.
But
A liter of cola.
oh, does this look like spit to you? Yeah.
It's for a cop.
Shenanigans.
Oh,
The next person who says shenanigans, I'm gonna pistol whip. Hey, Farmer, what's that place thing? Oh, you mean shenanigans? Oh. All right. I'm gonna go for Super Troopers. Like that's an easy vote. Jamie, Super Troopers, Mean Girls.
I don't really care for Super Troopers. It's Mean Girls for me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ruining that sweep. Q, Super Troopers, Mean Girls.
Littering and
Littering and smoking the reefer.
what? No, it's like that is so fucking funny. And then like they just drive off. You fucking bastard.
You boys
I can't
like
pull over any
Mexico?
farther, man. I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any farther.
You boys like Mexico? Woo-hoo. I could quote that movie all day. All right.
Is that your vote, Q?
yes, sir.
All right. And I either forgot somebody or Brian started that one off. Did I forget anybody? Nobody? Okay, I don't think I forget anybody. So, 6-1, Super Troopers moves on to the next round, knocking out Mean Girls. That's going to be a hard one to beat. Brian starts us off. Is it Borat or Pineapple Express?
If you're starting off with me, that's a no-brainer for me. It's got to be Pineapple Express. Come on. What about that ragtag for a Home Alone recast? You got what, Channing Tatum and but never mind. That's not even Channing Tatum.
Franco.
I don't know. Yeah, Frank. What the fuck am I thinking of?
That and his post 2000. So
all those guys look the same.
trust me, there's a whole bunch of post 2000 movies that I want to do, but I can't because that's what the cutoff is.
Yeah, but since you can't use it, why do you throw that out there? You got Franco and Rogan as Marv and the Wet Bandits. That'd be pretty interesting combo there. So yeah, I got to go Pineapple Express. Love that movie. But I got to stick with my whole gimmick. Got to stick with the weed. I can't sell out the
Keep it in
gimmick.
kayfabe, brother.
Yeah.
Gets a vote. Kevin, is it Pineapple Express or Borat?
I did not like Borat at all. So Pineapple Express.
Gets another one. Josh.
My wife, Borat's infinitely quotable, but Pineapple Express is so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, Pineapple Express gets my vote here.
I'm gonna go for Pineapple Express on this one and giving it the win. However, I do note that Pineapple Express has won a bracket in the past as well. So if it means winning this one, I'll probably be voting against it later on. Jamie, Borat, Pineapple Express.
I'm right there with Kevin. To be honest with you, I never really liked Borat. It really, to be honest with you, kind of like grossed me out, and I really couldn't get behind the scene where the one bigger lady was smashing him and awkward situation. I can't do it. I can't even talk about it. We don't need to. It's not Borat for me. It's definitely not Borat for me. I can't. Pineapple Express. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
Q,
Obviously.
Pineapple Express, Borat.
I never watched Borat. I thought it was going to be boring. Apparently, I'm missing out with some weird shit that happened, and I'm not really about that. So, Pineapple Express, however,
Gets
Jamie
the vote.
straight up anyone but Borat. Anyone but Borat.
I mean,
fucking Pineapple Express. is
I
so
think
tasty.
The second one, they did literally catch Rudy Giuliani basically about to have sex with a minor. But as a comedy, yeah.
Wow.
You know, there's still a line here that you don't joke about shit.
Kaya, finish this out. Is it Borat or Pineapple Express?
I don't think I need to spend much time Pineapple Express easily.
In our
Take a trip down to Electric Avenue.
first sweep of the evening, Pineapple Express moves on 7-0, faces a 4-1 in the next round. Kevin starts this one off. Kevin, is it Wet Hot American Summer or Kung Fu Panda?
I've never even heard of Wet Hot American Summer, so I got to go Kung Fu Panda.
I've never heard of it either, but it was on the list, so there's that. Josh, American Summer or Kung Fu Panda?
It does sound like a movie that needs a sex scene, though.
Yeah, true. Kung Fu
They
Panda.
may have one. I
however,
don't know.
No, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
It's another one. I'm gonna give it to Kung Fu Panda as well. It's one of the. I'm a fan of just cartoons in general. That's not one that needs a sex scene though. Tell you that much. Jamie, Kung Fu Panda or Hot Wet American Summer?
Kung Fu Panda. I mean, Jack Black, come on now. Put him in a cartoon that's got a lot of adult humor, but is good for kids too. And they played off of it very well for the following sequels, but also the TV show, the little animated show. So I got behind that a lot better than I thought. It took a while to warm up on me. I won't lie, but I like those movies a lot.
Gets another one, Q.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning.
Kung Fu Panda.
Surely not everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Yeah, I'm going Kung Fu Panda.
Everybody.
Everybody. Brian, Kung Fu Panda, Wet Hot American Summer.
You know, I've never. I don't think I've seen the original Wet Hot American Summer. Netflix did like a. I think it had Matthew McConaughey and a lot of those type of actors in it. The original Netflix did a remake with those actors, but in a comedy sketch type of thing. And I didn't understand it. I watched half an episode and I was so confused, and I just walked away. So you know what? I'm a huge Universal Studios guy. They love Kung Fu Panda at Universal Studios, so we're going Kung Fu Panda.
Moves on, and again, 7-0, faces a 4-1 in the next round. Josh starts this one off. Josh, and I'm really glad you start this one off because you mentioned it last week. Is it Love You Man or Meet the Parents?
See, Meet the Parents is way better than Meet the Fockers, so I definitely have to give it to Meet the Parents here.
Gets a vote. I'm going to humor you guys on this one, and I'm going to go for Meet the Parents as well. I'm not a huge fan of either one of these movies, but it's me. Jamie, Meet the Parents. Love You Man.
To be quite honest, I am a Paul Rudd and Jason Segel fan when it comes to their acting, and they were quite funny together. And then they throw in, I see Rashida Jones was in it, but I mean, yeah, all in all, I think the cast was great on that one. So I got behind that one better. I don't know what my deal is. It's not necessarily Ben Stiller, but maybe it's the writing for Ben Stiller that I can't get behind. But I really don't like a lot of movies he's in. I won't lie. I don't dislike him though.
So you don't like Madagascar?
I don't mind it, but it's not one of my go-tos that I would watch right away. I'll put in something else first.
I mean, there's a couple Ben Stiller movies I like. Not Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah, but the Meet the series isn't terrible. I'm not voting against that. I'm not voting against Ben Stiller. I am trying to figure out why it's the writing or maybe it's his delivery that I don't like. I'll figure it out, but I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, I enjoyed him in some movies, but just not a lot. Just really not. So, yeah. Love You Man really wasn't too bad. I laughed at that. We'll give it.
Gets a vote. Q, Meet the Parents. Love You Man.
If you haven't figured out what it is yet that you don't really that like off puts you with Ben Stiller, you're probably never going to figure that out. It's been how many years? Secondly, Freddie, I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time. I love you, man. You want to meet? You want to meet my parents though?
I already have.
I know that's fact, actually. Meet my parents.
Yes, I already have. It's Kaya, meet the parents or love you, man.
It's definitely Meet the Parents. I could watch that repeatedly. I know the first two have kind of hot takes here, but it's definitely Meet the Parents for me.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one, Brian.
I'm gonna go Meet the Parents.
Yeah, because he was talking about the little boy's magical dragon, right?
I
Kevin,
get. For a second, I was confused, but I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember."
Kevin finishes up.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these movies really have a chance of winning, so I'll go Meet the Parents.
6-1 faces another 6-1 in the next round. I start this one off. It's either Tropic Thunder, which is another Ben Stiller movie, or Bruce Almighty.
Oh,
That's a
So
fucking no-brainer. So fuck you, Freddie.
I was wrong last week when I said that Me, Myself, and Irene was like Jim Carrey's only movie in this bracket. It was last week, but I couldn't remember what was on this week because I didn't have that list on me. I'm gonna go with Tropic Thunder. I do like Bruce Almighty, but I think the Ben Stiller aside, I think Tropic Thunder just had one of the best cast ever, far as the comedy goes. So for casting alone, I'm going to go with Tropic Thunder. Jamie, is it Tropic Thunder or Bruce Almighty?
Well, I mean, if you listen to me in any past recordings, I am a big Jim Carrey fan. Depending on what the movie it is against, I would say I'd take a pause on. Bruce Almighty is not a bad one at all. I am a Jim Carrey fan. I am voting for him. I'm voting for Bruce Almighty, and I'm voting against Ben Stiller in this, actually. So I don't know. Just thought I'd say that. Not that it's really relevant to it, but
She kind of got a win between the two movies. What she's saying.
Q. Bruce
I said you
Almighty,
got a
Tropic
win
Thunder.
when You're not a big Ben Stiller fan, and Jim Carrey's your favorite. So
yeah, he really is. So that quickly took like a turn from my last little like I'm willing to give Ben Stiller a try. Fuck you, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Q. Bruce Almighty, Tropic Thunder.
Just you're rooting. You know, that shit was hella funny. I gotta go Bruce Almighty on this one. Sports power, no Gallup.
This one was actually kind of a toss-up because they're both pretty decent movies. It's not both that I've seen like a lot. Evan Almighty, the sequel, is not as good as Bruce Almighty, but it's okay.
No.
It is pretty good. But
I'd say okay. But you know what? Let's go Bruce Almighty, especially the one scene where it's like, okay, if you're God, like basically it's like, what do I have behind my back? And then he does it, and then he changes it last minute. He's like, no, it was actually 5 or whatever he said. That was funny.
and he holds up his hand. He's like, whoa.
I mean, that would freak me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be a believer.
Brian. Tropic Thunder, Bruce Almighty.
Tropic Thunder all day, every day. You will never see a movie like that ever get made again. For me,
It was that bad.
from beginning to end, brilliant. I love it when he's running to the helicopter and his little son is stabbing him in the neck. I love that. Every part of it flows together. Brilliant filmmaking. You got to go Tropic Thunder.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
I think this was the last time we seen blackface on camera in a
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. Oh man, that
You still
Tropic
get shit for that, by the way.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder is so good, so good. But my vote's going Bruce Almighty because
Gets the vote and
it's a better movie.
gets the vote and the win. Josh, finish this out. Bruce Almighty, Tropic Thunder.
I'm voting for Bruce Almighty because I watched it a shit ton as a kid. I loved it. I don't. Now that I think back, I don't really know how I got past the fact that I was a devout Christian, and also it was Zach. I don't know how I did it, but I guess I didn't give a shit when I was a kid. Having said that, I do have to give bonus points to Tropic Thunder for being a movie with blackface that's still not been canceled. Like, still, everybody's like, no, Robert Downey Jr. is okay. He's fine.
We
got
don't
some
do bonus
friends.
points here, so only the vote counts. Sorry.
Ah, shit. Well, in my own tally, it's bonus points.
Well, in this tally is 5-2. Bruce Almighty moves on to the next round. Jamie starts this one off. Is it Knocked Up or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Damn it.
Hmm.
Okay, that's a fuck you.
Hang on, buddy.
No, we're gonna go Jay and Silent Bob. I'm really a big fan. I mean, Knocked Up's a really good movie too. That did make me laugh quite well. And I remember one of my friends and I dissecting the movie music for that particular movie and found a lot of really good bangers back then. So I mean, giggity. But that's a really good movie matchup. But I'm gonna go Jay and Silent Bob. I feel like that's nostalgic. That taps into my. I should have voted Clerks earlier. I really would like to apologize to the rest of the bastards here today on the show. I should have voted for them earlier. So my apologies. So I'm doing Jay and Silent Bob. I know, right? I'm disappointing that I didn't even vote for them properly earlier. So
It's okay.
we're going back to that world right now.
Q, is it Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or Knocked Up?
That's what I'm going to do to Jamie. But I'm going to have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That could have gone either way, either knocking you
I
up
know.
or striking you back. I'm going like Kaya, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or Knocked Up?
Knocked Up. Doesn't that have Seth Rogen too, or something like that?
Yep,
In it?
and
Mhm.
Katherine Heigl and
Yeah, Knocked Up.
Interesting.
gets a vote. Brian,
Never underestimate the power of the clit. That's what I gotta say, guy. You gotta go, Jay and Silent Bob.
rules of the road, boys. Kevin, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or Knocked Up?
I remember when Knocked Up came out. I had a huge crush on Katherine Heigl because she was gorgeous. So I just for that nostalgia aspect of it, I'll go Knocked Up.
Josh, Knocked Up or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
So I thought Knocked Up was really funny. But I will say, if I remember correctly, I haven't watched it for a really, really long time. But I remember thinking that it was really funny until about quarters of the way through, and it just started dragging to me. It felt like it dragged on at the end.
That's what marriage is. Don't worry about it.
The movie Funny People did the same thing. It dragged on at the end. Like, oh my God, you could have ended this. So having said that, Jay and Silent Bob is fucking fantastic. So got to go Jay and Silent Bob.
I'm going to finish this up in a split vote. It is Jay and Silent Bob. Moving on. I enjoy the movie Knocked Up. Katherine Heigl, I was a huge fan of hers back in the day, but I don't know what the fuck happened to her. I know she was on like Grey's Anatomy or something like that, but that was the last thing I actually heard of her. I read somewhere that she said something stupid and got canceled, but it wasn't written what she said, which is one thing that bothers me about this entire cancel culture type thing, is that they'll say that, oh, she or he said blah 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 this, but not actually tell you what was said.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you're going to tell me how to think, but not give me all the facts on what actually happened in the first place.
Fair point.
Roseanne Barr, for instance, got canceled because she apparently called a public official a porch monkey, which she didn't actually call them a porch monkey. She just related them to that effect in the long run. It was people who ran with it who eventually called them that and stuff like that.
Are you talking about
I'm not
that tweet that
Yeah.
ended the reunion of Roseanne early?
And I'm not a fan of Roseanne, so I'm not defending her whatsoever. And she's a crazy old woman now. I've listened to her podcast. It is not worth worth
Listen,
even.
She has a podcast.
Yeah, and
I-
it is fucking terrible. The only reason I listened to it is because Tom McDonald was a guest on there, and Tom McDonald, by the way, is the one who does our theme music
you,
for the show.
I hate Tom McDonald. Oh,
Well-
sorry. That may be the show's theme song, but ugh.
I'm going to agree with disagree on that one. I'm not a fan of his newer stuff, but I'm a fan of his. Much like Eminem had his about like a 10-year spectacle that was just kind of crap all the way through. He's getting better now, but I think Tom McDonald's in that entire highly political type thing now that I'm not a huge fan of. But is that
The man
So,
did
yeah.
a song with Ben Shapiro.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
not that. Not the song Fags or whatever.
James on the bot, move on 43 to the next round. It's a split vote. Q starts us off on this one. Q, is it Forgetting Sarah Marshall or 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Oh.
Shit, I forgot what? Who?
40-Year-Old
Marshall.
Virgin or Forgetting Sarah Marshall? I'm going to cut that out because that wasn't worth the time.
Oh, well, then that's all right. No, I'm gonna have to go with 40-year-old virgin.
Gets a nod, Kaya.
40-year-old virgin.
Gets another one, Brian.
So this is another one that was on the illegal black box from DirecTV, and I watched it on a loop. And it actually was when my marriage was ending, so I kind of related with this movie. It was Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Man, that movie is great, especially if you watch it in like detail. If you watch it 100,000 times in a row, you're gonna start seeing the brilliance of it. No, from the puppets. Don't forget the puppets before you vote, guy. Dracula puppets singing in a musical. Oh my God, how could you top that? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
Dr. Dank's wrong. It is 40-year-old virgin.
Okay.
I need another. I need a second opinion from that doctor. Josh, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, I concur. I think the good doctor is wrong here. 40-year-old virgin. I mean, the chest waxing scene where everybody was legitimately reacting, like couldn't stop laughing. It was that's why it was so funny, because it was like real.
Hey,
Yeah.
1 out of 6 doctors say Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I will be voting for Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I am.
Just for Mila Kunis. I mean, I'm again may not be a doctor, but I'm allowed to think with that head instead of the one on my shoulders for once. So there's that. Jamie, finish this out. Forgetting Sarah Marshall or 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I enjoyed both movies, but I do have to say a little bit more on the 40-year-old version. That was pretty good. I'll give it that.
5-2 moves on to the next round. The last two movies in the bracket, Kaya starts us off. Is it Wedding Crashers or the Simpsons movie?
Easy
The
choice for me.
Simpsons movie.
Shit.
Fuck you!
The Simpsons movie.
Gets a vote. Brian, Simpsons movie, Wedding Crashers.
I forgot the Simpsons even had a movie, so I'm going to be honest and say Wedding Crashers all day long. Hey, great movie too.
I was gonna say my kids were obsessed with that damn movie. Give me the donut movie because it was a donut DVD. Give me the donut movie.
Kevin.
I am a motorboating son of a bitch, so I am definitely going Wedding Crashers.
Josh.
Oh man, I am going to spoil my load here.
Kitty cat.
Really? Lasting up in the first round.
I never use it anyways, and I can't decide here. So
Okay. I'm gonna go with Wedding Crashers on this one, just for the entire line. It's like I'm gonna find you. And the entire creepy ass, crazy ass woman type voice.
Isla Fisher. Isla Fisher.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you know what?
Isla Fisher is hotter than fuck too.
I might just take back. You know what? You. Anyways, go ahead. Isla Fisher's bad.
We might like. I think because we have like 2 months next year that I don't have anything planned yet. We might just have to have another Hall Pass episode for the guys and the girls. Just because I'm thinking that I've been thinking too much with my penis lately. So
Do make sure
Wedding
that
Crashers.
we don't do like duplicate like people shit.
no, we do every once in a while. We've rebashed a couple shows, and it's just a proven fact that we could do this same bracket next week, and it'd be different. We'd come out with a different winner. It just depends on
our mentalities. That
it depends on who's voting. It depends on recent events. It depends on a whole bunch of stuff. So, doing the same topic every once in a while, since it's like that particular topic was almost 2 years ago. By the time we would do it again, it would be over 2 years, type thing. Yeah, Wedding Crashers gets my vote. Jamie, Wedding Crashers, Simpsons movie.
Simpsons movie.
Q.
looks like Jamie. She seems alone on that island over there, so I'm gonna go Simpsons movie and kind of roll on over there with her.
Which means
So
it
you
is a
tied it up.
tie-breaking decision coming down to Josh. Josh, you blew his load. Is it Simpsons movie or Wedding Crashers? Do you want to know who's facing the next round?
Yes.
No, and I'll tell you why. There's a reason I'm going to vote for who I'm going to vote for.
It
I
better.
know the Will Ferrell movies aren't going to make it. So I am going to not only vote for Isla Fisher and Rachel McAdams in this movie, but also I'm going to vote for the fact that Will Ferrell's in this movie. So it's like a secret Will Ferrell. I'm going to go Wedding Crashers.
I'm glad you went that way. I almost had to nunchuck your ass.
Man, I was gonna trade you a vote and everything. If you voted for The Simpsons, I was gonna vote for a movie or a pick. If you're choosing at some point.
I
That's
love
too
this
late.
movie though. Like, oh my god, I was just talking about it with my co-host last night after recording. So fucking good. That was a hard decision. That was truly a fuck you, Freddie.
That's the end of the first round. We'll be right back right after this break. Guest house. All right. Kaya, who was a little bit late today. What you been up to lately, there, sir?
What have I been up to lately? Spending time with some family that I haven't seen in a while. Like my grandpa is going to be probably coming up here in the next 2 weeks, and I haven't seen him since my brother graduated, which was like over a year and a half ago. Other than that, I've been doing some YouTube stuff. Last night, I cosplayed as, which I've posted on Facebook too. I cosplayed as Raven. I did my best. I didn't probably do the best, but I did my best. So I did that, and then I've been watching a bunch of movies, like how in some of these brackets, I've been kind of saying, oh, I don't think I've watched that movie. I've been starting to watch a few more movies here and there that I haven't seen before, and rewatching some too, just in case I missed something. You ever rewatch a movie, and then you're like, dang, I don't remember seeing that in there.
All the time.
Even though you've watched it like 500 times or something, you can still have that moment.
I just rewatched Legally Blonde this week because we were talking about it last week, and I was sitting there going, you know what? I'm gonna have to give this a rewatch because it may be better since the last time I seen it. It really wasn't. Like I didn't like it then, and I'm not a fan of it now. But I did give it a second chance. I just nah for me. Brian, what you been up to?
Oh, not a whole lot. I'm finally winding down my Halloween season. I work a seasonal job that gets busy during Halloween. We'll just leave it at that. And so we're winding that all down and still pumping out 2 shows a day. The 7:10 a.m. Wakey Bakey morning show, guys. Actually, we're just calling it the Wakey Bakey because sometimes I wake up a little late. So we're just calling it the Wakey Bakey morning show now. A great time, guys. We talk a lot of trash. We do Today in History, all the things. And then also we do the 420 show where we talk all things paranormal, wrestling, just stoner stuff, guys, all things of pop culture. So check out the dailydank.com and the Daily Dank on all your gadget gizmos, and you'll be good to go, guys. Get your daily dose of dankness.
And of course, Kevin, what you been up to, sir?
Oh man, I've been working hard on both of my YouTube channels. I have the Mod Squad Network, where it's a lot of new entertainment news based. We have a movie show, a gamer show, a horror show. We also have a Conversations with the Mod Squad, which is sort of like where we interview YouTube personalities, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. I also have Back to the Retro Review, where I do movie reviews from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and thousands. And I also do a budget podcasting show every Thursday. We go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And I do tech and podcasting reviews. I actually just repainted a microphone, and that will be coming up next week on the show.
And last but certainly not least, Josh, what you been doing, sir?
Oh, well, you can catch me with my co-host Rusty on the We Love Wrestling podcast, where we break down all kinds of different topics. We release our new episode this coming week on Wednesday. We liked the last show where I took a randomizer and put a bunch of names and then just used the randomizer to match people up, and me and Rusty broke down who would win. It was a ton of fun. It was so much fun. We decided to do it 2 weeks in a row and add stipulations and a bunch of other little surprises. It was honestly a lot of fun. So looking forward to releasing that episode. We kind of got off the rails like crazy by the end of it, but it was fun. So yeah,
That's
we
one
look
thing
forward to maybe having Freddie on at some point too. So that look forward to that.
That's one thing I've always wanted to see, like a wrestling company do, is combine King of the Ring type tournament with what is it? Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Raw roulette, the roulette thing. Yeah.
Well, but they only do it on for the Halloween episode of NXT now. That's it. That's the only time they ever do that. So, but I want to combine that where every match you have the match, let's say the two people going against each other, but then you spin the wheel to determine what kind of matchup it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then you have that entire thing going on. Because I would love to see like Maxine Dupree and say Naomi in like a freaking hardcore match, just randomly. I don't need storyline for that. I just want to see somebody get hit with a freaking Singapore cane.
Yeah.
Like I just fucking want that. That's what I want.
I'm glad you said Singapore cane and not kendo stick.
Oh.
NXT went to ECW this week, so it's kind of in my head.
No, that's good.
That is, by the way, a kendo stick and a Singapore cane are two different things.
Are they really?
Yes,
I thought
they
that
are.
was just WWE just trying to change the name.
No. Singapore canes are more solid. They don't bend nowhere near as much. And kendo sticks will tear flesh from you. I've been hit with them. They fucking suck. I would much rather than hit with a chair than hit with a freaking kendo stick, especially on bare skin. That's just annoying. Welcome back for round 2. It looks like Brian starts us off on this one. Brian, Is it Role Models or Super Troopers?
That is rough. Oh fuck.
We did this to ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get much love, and I know which way it's gonna go. I have a feeling, so I'm gonna go Role Models just to throw a point on the board. I think so we'll go Role Models.
Gets a vote, Kevin.
Yeah, it's got to be Super Troopers for me. The movie is just hilarious from beginning to end.
Gets a vote, Josh.
It's one of my favorite movies, Super Troopers. I quote it all the time.
Gets another one. Gets another
Same.
one for me. It's probably one of the most quotable movies of all time. Just saying. Jamie.
Yeah.
Super Troopers. Role Models.
Role Models.
Ooh. Q.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ate 7 grams of pot to save our asses, and then my buddy turned around and was like, "You owe me," I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself." Honestly, like, what? Yeah, no, I think I repaid that when we didn't go to jail, motherfucker. No, Super Troopers definitely.
Super Troopers gets the vote and the win off of that one. Kaya finishes out. Super Troopers. Role Models.
Super Troopers.
5-2.
Can I say this just in respect of the dying role models? If you're white, you're Ben Affleck.
Kevin starts us off. Is it Kung Fu Panda moving in 7-0 or Team America 4-1?
Oh, Team America. America.
Fuck yeah. Josh.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife. What are the choices?
Team America or Kung Fu Panda?
We gotta go Team America here.
Gets another one. Gets
For
the
sure.
third. Jamie. Team America, Kung Fu Panda.
Fuck yeah.
Q.
I've always wanted to like visit Japan, China, that whole area. I think it's China actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, China. I want to go there. So Kung Fu Panda.
Kaya.
I'll probably go with Kung Fu Panda.
And Brian.
Team America.
Motherfucker.
5-2. Team America moves on to the next round. Josh starts us off on this one. And I'm really glad he does. Is it Step Brothers
No, I knew it.
or Wedding Crashers?
I'm gonna go. Man. I voted against the Simpsons movie for Wedding Crashers.
Terrible decision.
So
I agree.
I'm gonna put it this way: if I was choosing Simpsons movie or Step Brothers, I would go Simpsons movie. So by that logic, I have to go with Wedding Crashers here. Does that make sense?
No.
I mean, I'm okay with it either way. I'm gonna go with Wedding Crashers as well for the current and maybe future Miss Fisher.
Mm.
Jamie, Step Brothers, Wedding Crashers.
Fuck you guys. No, Step Brothers. Absolutely. Fucking Catalina wine mixer, boats and hoes.
It's so
Are
good.
you forgetting about this, guys?
Someone getting rolled up in a little ball and shoved up their, someone, vagina. Like, come on.
Yeah, nuts on drum sets. Come on. Okay, that's it. Final answer.
Q.
It's just like cold case files. Yeah, no, definitely Step Brothers.
That's fair, actually.
Heard my son yell rape off of his.
Did you just fart? Tastes like ketchup. Yep, Step Brothers.
Brian.
Step Brothers. I have nothing to follow that up with. So.
It really makes me laugh is the fact that Josh was a whoopee cushion last week.
Yeah. It would've
Kevin,
been-
fin-
it would've- if
Kevin
only-
finishes out.
if only he was in last week's.
I'll show Wedding Crashers some love.
4-3. Step Brothers moves on to the next round.
Both of
There
these are
is-
some of my favorite movies, by the way. Love both of those.
At this current time, there are only 2 options for a pearl necklace in this entire show. I start us off. We either have, let's go with Van Wilder, going 4-3, or Bruce Almighty, 5-2. This is 100% Van Wilder for me. I like Bruce Almighty, but I can rewatch Van Wilder multiple times, and I still find joy in it. So it gets my vote. Jamie, Van Wilder, Bruce Almighty.
How you feel about that is how I feel about Bruce Almighty. I can rewatch that and not get bored of it and get annoyed with the dry humor over and over and over the same shit, different movie. So Bruce Almighty, thank you.
Gets a vote. Q. Bruce Almighty, Van Wilder.
Does anybody else think it's awesome when he's just like standing there and and all of his clothes just fucking fall off? That'd be fucking awesome.
You just gotta know how to do it, Q. That's all it is.
Fact. There's a trick to it. It has to be. Bruce Almighty, though.
Kaya.
Thank you, fuck you, bye. It's definitely Bruce Almighty.
Whoa.
Brian.
It's a throwaway vote for me. I'm not invested in either of these really.
Then go for Trump.
Why? What the fuck is this?
Whoa.
Time out. Rewind.
I'll just Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Gets to vote and the win off of that one, which is good because I already wrote Bruce Almighty in the next section. Kevin, Bruce Almighty, Van Wilder.
Yeah, I don't care about either one of these, so Bruce Almighty.
And Josh, finishes up.
Let's go.
Bruce Almighty.
Trump wins.
6-1 in a landslide. Bruce Almighty moves on to the next round. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, is it Pineapple Express or Old School?
Ooh.
Good question, but I think I'm gonna go with Pineapple Express.
Gets a vote, Q.
I don't think, I mean, Pineapple Express has been around for a while, but I don't really think.
The dog don't like it either. All right.
Sorry, Emma came home and dogs going crazy. Hey. You don't need that. Okay, sorry. What now?
Old School or Pineapple Express?
Okay, so yeah, like I said, Pineapple Express has been around for a while, but I would still prefer like the newer strains over the old school strains, just because there's so much more mixtures and shit. It's nice, so I got to go Pineapple Express.
Kaya.
Pineapple Express.
Gets another one. Brian.
Did you even need to
Pineapple
ask him?
Express.
I was about to say, did you even need to ask him?
Yeah, I debated. I love me some old school with Pineapple Express.
Hey, I'm just happy there's another Will Ferrell movie out of the bracket.
I
Kevin. Pineapple Express, Old School.
I'll vote for the
Yeah,
upside down
that's-
pineapple.
Ooh. Fun. No.
It's the only reason I would vote for it, to be perfectly honest. Josh, Pineapple Express or Old School?
You know what, Freddie? Yeah, it's Pineapple Express. Listen, I like Will Ferrell, but it's Pineapple Express. So
This guy's a phony. He's not a real fan. He's a big fat phony.
he's a big fat phony.
I will give it the sweep on this one. Pineapple Express gets my vote. Q, starts us off. Oh, is it Scary Movie or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? He is off camera, I think. There he is.
Whoa,
Scared me.
shit.
That would have been good last week. Kaya, Scary Movie. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
We'll go scary movie. Why not?
Ooh.
Gets another one, Brian.
You shouldn't even need to ask. Jay and Silent Bob.
Kevin.
Scary movie.
Josh.
All right, when this came out, I wasn't as much into the weed humor. Now I love weed humor. So I'm judging on how much I liked it when it first came out.
Come on,
And,
son. Come on, son.
and for that reason, I have to go not Jay and Silent Bob, unfortunately.
Scary Movie gets to vote and the win off of that one. I'm going to go for Jay and Silent Bob off of this one. Jamie, finish us out. Jay and Silent Bob, a Scary Movie.
Scary Movie.
5-2 moves
votes are
on, faces 6-1
surprising
to
me.
the next round. Kaya starts us off. Kaya, is it Meet the Parents or Dodgeball?
Oh, okay. All these other movies that I had to choose, it was an easy one, and then other ones is like, oh, I haven't seen either one of these, and then this one is a big old butt fuck. It's bullshit. Like I can't go anywhere. Like what the fuck? This isn't fair.
You can blow your load, buddy.
I didn't sign up for this. Oh shit. Yeah, that actually. You know what? I forgot that's enough. Oh my god, I'm not every time I'm saying words. I'm literally fucking myself with this. You know, it just blow my load here.
Kaya decided to blow his load on this one, which means Brian starts us off. Brian, is it Dodgeball
Talking about
or
fucking himself and then he blew his load. Damn.
Meet the Parents?
Dodgeball.
Oh shit.
Dodgeball gets a vote. Kevin
Oh yeah, it's got to be dodgeball.
gets another one. Josh.
Yeah, I don't think your vote's going to matter because somebody's going to have already won by the time it gets back to you, Kaya.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dodgeball. Not even a question.
And with my vote, it will be winning. Jamie, Dodgeball or Meet the Parents?
We'll go Dodgeball this time.
Q, Dodgeball, Meet the Parents.
Every time I've never met one of my girlfriend's parents, I dodge the ball. So we gotta go dodge.
All right,
You going to let it have a.
Kaya, do you want to sweep on this one?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I actually enjoy Meet the Parents more than Dodgeball just by a little bit. And now that I think about it, it's weird. Two Ben Stiller movies mashing up against each other.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Definitely better than two Will Ferrell movies. Sorry, Josh, or maybe I'm not.
But they don't apologize.
Anyways, though, you know what? Just for the sake of the sweep, I'll pick Dodgeball.
Nice.
7-0. Dodgeball moves on to the next round. Dodgeball was not a movie that was a contender for the Pearl Necklace. In fact, there was only one movie left that has that ability. That's it. Brian finishes out round 2. Is it School of Rock or 40-Year-Old Virgin?
40-year-old virgin all day, every day.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
Go Kelly Clarkson. 40-year-old virgin.
Dude, that was my freaking profile picture for like a week on Facebook. Josh, 40-year-old virgin, School of Rock.
40-year-old version for sure.
Gets another one.
There's
Gets the
nothing I
win.
like
Jamie.
There's nothing I like more than doing a physical gag on a podcast. At least the video.
Okay, so 40-year-old virgin or School of Rock?
Yep.
40-year-old virgin.
Q, 40-year-old virgin, School of Rock. Is is AFK.
He's gonna
He's
scare us
AFK.
again.
Probably on cue, dumbass.
No, sorry, I had to deal with something. What was
Q,
choice?
40-year-old version of School of Rock.
I can't imagine what it'd be like to be 40 years old and never felt the inside of a vagina.
Eh.
Well, I mean, just once at least. Fuck. I'm going.
I mean, you don't have to be a virgin to know what it feels like. There's
I know.
Mhm.
School Rock.
avoiding that sweep. Kaya finishes out.
We're gonna do 40-year-old virgin.
6-1 faces a 4-3 in the next round. Be right back right after this break. Update as far as the Bastards parts go. The bracketology page is leaving us. I'm yet to find anybody who wants to take it over. So there's that. We're on round 2 as we speak of the final bracketology bracket of all time. The winner who wins this bracket will be facing, of course, Jurassic Park to figure out who is the best movie, or the winner of all the brackets type things. And that's as far as we go. On recasting call, this last month, we did Any Given Sunday. Upcoming this month, we are celebrating the holiday season, and we will be recording the recasting call for Home Alone in the next month, and we're accepting people for this one. We are recasting the movie Matilda from back in the 90s, so make sure to go ahead and check that one out. Other than that, that's as far as the Bastards are up to. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Kevin starts us off on this one. Kevin, I'm going to give you this one. Is it Super Troopers or Pineapple Express?
I'm gonna go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think one of these is the one that can make it all the way through with a pearl necklace. So I'm gonna go Super Troopers.
Kevin
No
is
way,
right
Chris.
on that one. And by the way, that was the first vote against Pineapple Express, which means there are no movies that can make a pearl necklace in this particular episode. Super Troopers gets a vote. Josh, is it Super Troopers or Pineapple Express?
Super Troopers. I mean, Pineapple Express was fantastic, but
Agreed.
like you said, the most quotable movie, one of the most quotable movies of all time. So, yeah.
Gets a vote. It's also going to get a third and a fourth vote on this one because just like last week, I was waiting for you to pop up. Just like last week, I'm going to be stealing Q's vote. And I will be voting for, actually, I'm voting against Pineapple Express, but I'm voting for Super Troopers on this one, which would also give it the win.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Super Troopers moves on. Jamie, is it Super Troopers or Pineapple Express?
You stole the wrong bitch's vote. Should have been mine because I don't like
Yeah.
Super. So, yeah,
Wait, you told me a bitch.
I did.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's it. Meet
Fair
me
enough.
at the flagpole after school.
Yo, catch me outside. How about now? Huh?
All right, Dr. Phil. Pineapple Express gets a vote off of that one. Q, just out of curiosity, what would have your vote been?
Stupid Troopers.
There you go. Kaya, Super Troopers, Pineapple Express.
I'm sad that this movie can't move on, but we're gonna go with Pineapple Express.
It took the expressway. Oh,
So, Freddie,
Brian-
why were you voting against Pineapple Express? I'm curious.
me?
The fact that it's won a bracket in the past, and looking at the board,
That's right.
looking at the board, there's not really a movie that I would want to win realistically that I actually care about. I would love to see Super Troopers versus Zombieland in the finals, like the finals.
Oh my
finals.
God.
That's what I would love to see.
Take about one of those movies.
But
I
that's
know who I'd pick already.
Yeah, I'm torn, to be perfectly honest, between Super Troopers. Because I'm going through my head on what's left on the board going against Zombieland, and I would pretty much vote Zombieland on everything that I know about, but Super Troopers would be a toss-up for me, personally. And I would have to figure that out when we cross that bridge. Brian, however, finish this out. Is it Pineapple Express or Super Troopers?
I'm gonna go Super Troopers on this one.
So it's 5-2. Brian voting against Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I got to go with quality. I mean, Super Troopers, man.
Super Troopers is the better movie. Yeah.
All right, so apparently I did
We're
not
not
need to blow
talking
my.
about the second Super Troopers, right? We're gonna ignore that exists.
I mean, the second, it had so much hype leading up to it. It needed to be perfect, and it wasn't. So it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't nowhere near as much
I
as the
disagree, I
people
think.
hyped it up to be.
It is the last movie I went and saw with my dad in the theaters, though. So at least, but
There's that.
it was-
Josh starts this off. I'm gonna give him this one. Is it 40-Year-Old Virgin or Step Brothers?
Oh,
Step Brothers. I'm back on the Will Ferrell train.
Damn.
I wish I could still vote on this one.
I'm gonna go 40-Year-Old Virgin. By the way, just letting people know. Jamie, is 40-Year-Old Virgin or Step Brothers?
Step Brothers.
Q.
Brothers of Stepness.
Kaya.
You know what? Because it's a fuck you, Will Ferrell. We're gonna do 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I was waiting for somebody to steal a vote on this particular one, but that's it. Brian, 40-Year-Old Virgin or Step Brothers?
We'll go Step Brothers.
You could have avoided that. Step Brothers gets to vote and the win off of that one.
I could.
Kevin, finish this up. Is it 40-Year-Old Virgin or Step Brothers?
Step Brothers.
It's not gonna matter.
5-2. Well, it's moved on to it's moved on to the final four so far.
Super
I
Troopers
start-
gonna beat that though.
Yeah, I start this one off. It's either going to be Bruce Almighty, moving on 6-1, or Scary Movie, moving on 5-2.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna go Bruce Almighty on this one because looking at the board, I'm sitting there going, it's like that's the only one that I would actually want to go over the one that's moved on. So, Jamie, Bruce Almighty, Scary Movie.
Man, fuck all of us, because this is a hard decision. I was a part of this. If we're going off of the first Scary Movie, yes, Scary Movie.
I didn't think the first Scary Movie was that good. The second one was better.
Yeah, I think the second one was definitely better.
I know,
Yeah.
but it was the build up to the second one, so I give that appreciation. It's not like I'm voting on number 4 or 5 right now. Just saying I'm voting on at least the series.
Q, Bruce Almighty, your Scary Movie.
Hey, Jamie, I want to play a game. Do you like scary movies? So do I. So that's my vote.
Fuck. Kaya, Bruce Almighty, Scary Movie.
Oh shit. Let's see, we've had Scary Movie. What is it? Twice being voted for so far in this particular round. That Bruce Almighty voted once. Has Josh voted yet?
Josh has not voted yet.
I think we're gonna steal his vote and we're gonna go for Bruce Almighty.
That's funny because that's probably where I was gonna vote.
Oh wow.
It's all right.
Well, we'll get to Josh in a bit. Brian, is it Bruce Almighty or Scary Movie?
Bruce Almighty.
Well, and there's the win.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one. Kevin.
I'll go Scary Movie. How many more rounds do we got before we can still vote?
This next matchup is the last opportunity.
Okay.
So the only two people that have stolen the vote so far is myself and Kaya. Josh, out of Bruce Almighty and Scary Movie, what would your vote been?
I actually was gonna go Bruce Almighty, so my stolen vote was fine.
Either way, it moves on 4-3 to the next round. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, this is the last time for Jamie, Q, Brian, Kevin, Josh. I don't think I've missed anybody on that one. Yeah, it's just those five. Have the ability to steal a vote. So some of you will not steal a vote because there's more than half of you. So Jamie, is it Team America World Police or Dodgeball?
Oh, let me steal Q's vote because I fucking want to. And we're going to vote Team America. Thank you.
Ooh, no.
Q, what would your vote been just in case?
Fuck America. That's what America. No, I'm just kidding. I would have been Dodgeball, though, definitely.
Dodgeball would have gotten that vote.
Fucking Jamie.
Kaya, is it Dodgeball or Team America?
It's definitely Dodgeball.
Gets a nod. Brian, Dodgeball, Team America.
So I'm going to go strategic on all of you, and I'm going to steal Kevin's vote, and I'm going to go Dodgeball for both me and him.
So Kevin, what would have your vote been?
I would have went Dodgeball. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn, wow, man.
I missed my opportunity to be a completionist with the Pass the Parcel, so now I'm just sitting here soaking the whole time. So
Yeah, I mean, you still have loads. Pretty much everywhere that Kaya and Josh has a load to blow. That's pretty much it. Josh, Dodgeball, Team America.
I'm gonna keep this thief train rolling, and I'm gonna steal Freddie's vote for Dodgeball. I think he may have voted that anyways, and also I don't think I could have just voted, but I might as well use it, right?
Yeah. All right. So Dodgeball moves on 5-2. Quick update, real quick. Q and Kevin were the only two not to steal a vote.
I couldn't, thanks to fucking Jaime over here.
neither
You
could I.
had the entire time to steal a vote and you didn't do it.
Right,
You
but I
waited
was
to the
buying my
very
time.
end.
I don't want to waste it. I don't want to fucking waste it.
However, and Path to Parcel has been off for a while. Loads, myself, Jamie, Q, Brian, and Kevin still have loads to blow. Everybody else, Kaya and Josh are off the board. Final four. Q starts us off. Q, I'm going to give you these four options. You can pick one of them to start off with. Is it Super Troopers, Step Brothers, Dodgeball, or Bruce Almighty?
Well, I grab life by the balls, so let's go Dodgeball.
Dodgeball gets to pick. Q, is it Dodgeball or Super Troopers?
It's stupid troopers.
Super Troopers gets to vote. Taya,
Dodgeball.
Brian,
make it interesting. I'm going to go Dodgeball.
Kevin.
It's Super Troopers for sure.
Harley's in comment. She agrees with you as well. Josh.
Fuck. Oh, I couldn't have stolen this vote anyways.
Mhm.
Uh,
The only thing you can do now is blow load.
No, I can't because I did that too. Super Troopers. Freddie.
You know what? I was gonna give Jamie the tie-breaking decision, but I'm not gonna do that. Super Troopers gets my vote and the win off of that one. Jamie, Super Troopers, dodgeball. You're on mute. Yes.
There we go. Sorry. I was having technical difficulties with my computer. I'm gonna go for the funnier of the two. Something I have not voted for yet. Littering and Super Troopers.
Oh, I thought you didn't even like Super Troopers.
I think it's funnier than the other one, though.
Dodgeball's so good.
So you were the
So
only one to
sorry.
vote for Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Huh.
I
Okay.
was. I was, sadly.
5-2, Super Troopers moves on to the next round. Kaya does the other side of the board. Is it Bruce Almighty or Step Brothers?
Do you really have to ask that question? It's Bruce Almighty.
Gets a vote. Brian,
Step Brothers.
Kevin,
Gonna make you lick that white dog poo.
I know this.
Step Brothers.
Boo.
Josh.
Step Brothers.
Tomatoes. Boo.
I, of course, will be going for Bruce Almighty on this one. Jamie,
Oh, I am a Jim Carrey fan. Believe me on that, but I'm not voting for it. Step Brothers is much better. So Step Brothers, please, and until the end, probably at this point.
it's in the finals.
I'm just saying, I might be going there. Me.
This is gonna be a tough final, by the way.
Harley's in comments saying that she can't vote for Step Brothers. Fuck Will Ferrell.
Since you can't watch it, that sounds like a personal
Well,
problem.
Yeah.
You should probably find somebody who owns the movie and watch it. Then you can.
Oh my god, here we go.
Q, finish this up. Is it Bruce Almighty or Step Brothers?
Yeah, I'm going Step. Gotta go Step.
What are you doing, Step Brothers? Nope.
Do we just
Okay.
become best friends?
Yep.
Step Brothers moves on 5-2, faces a 5-2 in the next round. Brian, third place. All the lows are on the board except for Josh and Kaya. Is it Dodgeball or Bruce Almighty?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball gets a vote. Kevin
Dodgeball.
gets another one. Josh
Dodgeball.
gets a third and a fourth off of that one. Jamie,
Bruce Almighty. Good Lord.
He sounded so upset.
she's like, what the fuck is your problem?
She's gonna be the only one who's voting for Bruce Almighty on this one.
Oh, what a world! What a world! What a world!
Bruce Almighty.
See, it went out so quick too. That's the sad part. It's like just dot gone. Q, Bruce Almighty, Dodgeball.
You can dodge traffic. You can dodge ball.
Is that your vote?
Duh.
I don't trust you.
I don't trust him either. Make sure he votes for Bruce Almighty.
He didn't. Kaya finishes up
Dodgeball.
6-1. Dodgeball moves in taking third place. Finals. Kevin starts us off. Kevin, Brian, Q, Jamie, and myself are the only ones left to blow a load. This is the last opportunity to do so. Kevin starts us off. Kevin, is it Step Brothers or Super Troopers?
I am going to be an incompletionist on this show, so I am going to go. I'll go. You know what? Because Clara Clayton is in this movie, I'll go Step Brothers. Mary Steenburgen.
Step Brothers gets the vote. Josh, is it Step Brothers or Super Troopers?
Super Troopers.
I'm going to second that one. I'm going to give it to Super Troopers as well. Both of these movies are highly quotable.
Mm-hmm. I'm good with either.
Yeah, and I'm not good with either. Like I want Super Troopers to win this because I just fuck Will Ferrell just in general. There's a couple of Will Ferrell movies that I can actually like, but there's not. None of them are his comedy movies. Super Troopers, however, like I quote Super Troopers a lot more than I probably should. Like the entire the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Mm-hmm.
I say that a lot when I'm talking about like other people's cooking. They're like, hey, how's this? And I go, schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
But that's
And then they look
not
at me-
really from Super Troopers. That's from Willy Wonka.
But it's in Super Troopers.
He's
Schnozberries
high as
taste like
shit.
schnozberries.
You're
Lick-
quoting a movie who was quoting another
Would have been a
movie.
movie, but it's that one. The entire pulling over thing when like people parallel park. Can't pull over any further, man. They're about to hit the curb.
No.
It's just
No.
all that, all the time. That's why
No.
I don't.
Facts.
I tend to drive. That's why I tend to drive so people don't have to parallel park. But yeah, Super Troopers will getting my vote hands down. Jamie, Super Troopers, Step Brothers.
It's that time of year to do a Christmas card list, and I was fucking thinking about it, and you're definitely not on it for that vote. Are you kidding me? Against Step Brothers? I know. You don't give a shit because I wasn't gonna do the list anyways. But Step Brothers, God, absolutely. I'm mad now. Mad.
Q, Step Brothers, Super Troopers.
Sounds like a personal problem, Jamie. Is this for third place or for?
This is
Going to the finals.
This is for this week's
All
finals.
the
the prize winner?
The marbles today.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, Super Troopers.
Ooh. Wow, I just lost 2 friends, guys. I'm gonna have to have a memorial service later. Fuck you. And fuck
Jamie's getting all kinds of
you.
pissed off right now. Kaya, Step Brothers, Super Troopers.
Step Brothers.
Really?
I know. I've
You've
been
been-
spent all this time talking shit, and then I finally
About
gave
Will
a-
Ferrell, and now
I gave a shit about the shit. That's what it was.
all right, Brian, you are tie-breaking decision. Winner faces Zombieland. Is it Step Brothers or Super Troopers?
Oh man, on the chopping block. You know what? I had made my decision a little bit ago, and I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go motherfucking Catalina wine mixer. We're going Step Brothers. We're going to the motherfucking Catalina wine
Motherfucking
mixer.
Catalina wine mixer.
That's hilarious that I'm such a
Oh.
Will Ferrell fan, and I'm disappointed that Will Ferrell made it.
Yeah. I'm disappointed too, but just for different reasons.
You
Step
can wear the
Brothers
shit
wins.
out of that cowboy hat.
Step Brothers wins this week's bracket. However, it will be facing last week's winner in Zombieland, and Kevin starts that one off. Myself, Jamie, Q, and Brian. No. And Kevin. Kevin didn't blow his load last time either. So last time blow your load.
I'm still going to be an incompletionist, and I
Yes.
am, I think, yeah, out of these two, the funnier movie is definitely Step Brothers.
Gets a vote. Josh.
Yup.
I'm going to vote for Zombieland. There's no reason for me to blow my load on this one. I just don't feel it coming. Jamie, is it Zombieland or Step Brothers?
I see what you did there.
He said the thing.
To be quite honest with you, out of funnier movies, Step Brothers. It's Step Brothers.
Gets the vote. Q.
Hey Jamie, will you do me a favor? Will you get your face really, really close to the camera real quick?
This is as close as I'm getting to you.
No, just a little bit, just a little closer.
No.
Oh, come on! I just want to blow my load.
Ew.
Why are you so
yeah.
sweaty?
I'm blowing it.
Watching Cops.
I'm scrubbing. I'm scrubbing a fuck.
Q has decided to blow his load. Kaya, is it
Scrubbing a floor right now.
is it Zombieland or Step Brothers?
Okay, so earlier I did say that I had a hot take, and I think it was when you mentioned something about Super Troopers and Zombieland being in the same conversation. I've never cared about Zombieland. I'm gonna just put that out there, and I'm gonna go with Step Brothers.
Gets the vote and the win off of this one.
I did not expect that.
Brian.
I was gonna go the same way, Step Brothers. I also never really cared much, other than the Bill Murray cameo about Step Brothers. Zombieland.
I was about to say Seth Rogen was a cameo in Step Brothers, but
See, which is why I wish
Bill Murray was.
which is why I wish Super Troopers would have moved on, because between Super Troopers and Zombieland, I'm a bigger fan of Super Troopers.
I would have went Super Troopers.
I would have went Super Troopers on that one too. Yeah.
I know but no, you guys knowing the winner still went with freaking Step Brothers.
It's a better movie than Zombieland.
Damn it,
Janet.
Q, finish this out. Is it Step Brothers or Zombieland?
Zombieland.
5-2. Step Brothers moves on to the final wins the 2000s comedy bracket the last 2 weeks. That's the show this week. Jamie, where can people find you?
It's always fuck around and find out, but usually you'll find me, at least if you start with Facebook by spelling my name right. That'll lead you to many other places. So figure it out. Find the rabbit hole and go. Just go. I'll be down there.
You can find Q in his green room at.
Of course, you can find me on, Brack Bastards. You can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Vandershoot, and you can also find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q, because I am the master of these bastards.
You can find Kaya at.
You already know I am the money making, the hit making, the instant. I don't know what I was gonna say. The art of intelligence. Making my mark. I am a mark. Many people call me that. I also bring the reality of entertainment with the facts of why this is entertaining and what does it mean as far as the entertainment side to the real life world, because we all know real life is not so entertaining. But when you talk about it from a movie sense or a TV show sense, it sometimes works. But anyways, you can find me on YouTube right there. If you look and read this right here, those who are on Spotify won't be able to read it because obviously there's no video, but it is all lowercase MAKING_MY_M4RK, making my mark, Eric the Mark Mac. There we go.
You can find Brian at
thedailydank.com, guys. We're on the YouTube, on all the things. Go check us out.
The YouTube, like the Brian Kendrick.
Yep.
You can find Kevin at.
You can find me on YouTube on the Mod Squad Network or Back to the Retro Review. You can also find me on Facebook in the official Mod Squad Network community or the official Back to the Retro Review community, or just on Instagram at Back to the Retro Review. All one word.
And of course, you can find Josh at.
You can find me on the We Love Wrestling podcast every other Wednesday, generally, unless I'm bad at uploading. Other than that, you can find me on all socials under NerdDad765. So, yeah. Ready?
And of course, I'm your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out the last remaining days of the Bracketology page. This is where we started. Before we started the actual show, the podcast, and stuff like that, it all started on this page. However, I will be turning the page either down or turning the page over to somebody else. So make sure to check that one out. Make sure to vote on stuff like that. On Twitter, you can find me at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Bastards. And on Instagram, as always, you can find me at Can't Lick Me. Not one word. Next week, we're doing a couple things. Next week, we are announcing our new bastard, whoever that bastard happened to be. My bastard crew has up until the end of tonight, so midnight tonight Central Time, to get their votes, not their votes in, but get their names in for possible bastard people. Once that's over, it's over. We can't really get anybody else in. But
Spoiler alert. Spoiler real quick. I'm gonna be the next bastard. I'm so good, they need 2 of me.
So we just need you to show up on the dates that you're actually supposed to be here there, Q. However,
Will one of you show up on time?
Yeah. We will, however,
That's
be
guaranteed.
celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Our actual 3-year anniversary is, as we record, it's tomorrow. It's Veterans Day. So shout out to all you veterans out there. And veteran spouses. Shout out to them too. Like that, and family members. That's a tough fucking job to do. But 3 years. Been doing this fucking show for 3 years, 150 plus episodes. It is all thanks to you guys. We appreciate you and everything else. I try to end every single show that we do with a quote regarding whatever bracket that we're doing. This one comes from the great but late Chandler Bing. I'm not too good at advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? That's our show this week, guys. Have a good one.
That's the out.